Well, I would say this, and I'm going to let that because that's Israel's decision, but as far as I'm concerned, if all of the hostages aren't returned by Saturday at 12 o'clock, I think it's an appropriate time. I would say cancel it and all bets are off and let hell break out. I'd say they ought to be returned by 12 o'clock on Saturday, and if they're not returned, all of them, not in drips and drabs, not 2 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 2. Saturday at 12 o'clock, and after that, I would say all hell is going to break out. And I don't think they're going to do it. I think a lot of them are dead. I think a lot of the hostages are dead. I think it's a great human tragedy. What's happened? How people can be.
Shalom. First and foremost, and of all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the one-third remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity, scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you, I say shalom. Lord willing, this video is going to be centered around now what you see on the screen. And it's a video. And it's a clip of Donald Trump, pretty much, telling you how it is, we knew when he got into office that he was a staunch supporter of those Israelis, in the land of Israel right now. And that, a big part of him getting elected was he promised to go after Iran, right? So we understand the implications of that. Obviously, World War III, right? A lot of death, destruction, and chaos, and pestilences and supply chain shortages because, once this war officially kicks off, it's going to be all hell. Everything is going to go to shit. And, Donald Trump is the man. That's, Lord will through the Spirit. A lot of brothers see doing it, right? Pushing the needle. All right. So we'll see, but the way he's talking about what's going on over there in Gaza is just got everybody stirred up and shook up, man. Okay, because he's not mincing his words. Okay. And, he already made statements about what he envisions Gaza being. He wants to turn it into another. He want to turn it into a Vegas of sort, right? A resort area. Put some casinos, a couple of nightclubs, right? Some beachfront houses, right? Because this has been the MO of Esau Edom since, he came into power, man. He goes around, he kills, steals, and destroys, and he takes on the identity of whoever he does it to. So if this thing was to continue, right, let's say they did go to Gaza, take everybody out and all that, in about 30 years, all the Palestinians will be called, they would be Israelis. They'd be so-called white people. All right. So this is just straight out of the playbook of Esau, man. And guess what? The world is seeing it. Nobody's in the dark about you no more. Everybody's keen to how you move and what you do. All right. And he's only exposing himself more and more. Okay, but at this point, honestly, I don't even think he cares. You know, this is Isaiah 19:4. The Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah of hosts. And through the Spirit, you know, it came out that, you know, Donald Trump could be that cruel Lord. We know he, you know, through the Spirit, we believe he's Nero in a reincarnation, right? And the way he started, he ain't even been in office a month, and he's off to a hell of a start, man. All these different policies and different, you know, executive orders being pushed out, right? He's coming after the Northern Kingdom. He's making major moves, man, and he ain't even been in there a month. Okay, but already it feels like he's been in there longer though, right? Because of the impact in which he's had. Gas prices are shooting up. Things are getting even more expensive. There's a lot of uncertainty and instability globally, right? Because of a lot of things that he's saying. Okay. And he's going to continue to do it. It's only going to get worse from here on out. And he says Saturday, if they don't release everybody, who knows what he's going to do? We know he just gave $7 billion to Israel in aid, whatever that may be. So they're planning for something major. Okay. They're planning for something real big. And, you know, Trump, he's tired of those Israelis being entrenched in Gaza. You know, he's sick of it. He's ready to pretty much, you know, move on to the next part of this agenda, which will probably likely be the West Bank, right? Because we know according to this greater Israel doctrine, right, in which they seek to inherit the blessing of, you know, the land that was promised to the nation of Israel. There's no place for the Palestinians in that land, right? There is no two-state solution that, you know, these different nations and people are promoting, right? It's not going to happen. Okay. And that's about to be made clear that that's not going to happen. Okay. This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And why is he despised? Why is Esau Edom despised specifically? Why is Amalek despised? Because of their practices, because of what they do, what they're known for, right? Going to these different places, right? Breaking treaties and deals. Here it is. They got a ceasefire and they broke it. You know, they say, oh, Hamas broke it, but 9 times out of 10, Israel broke it. Just like they broke all the treaties with the Native Americans, right? They always break their promises. He's the devil. That's why the world, you know, they've became privy to it, right? Only because he started doing it to them. Because when it was happening to, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, nobody cared. But now that he turned on them, now everybody cares. Now everybody hate him, right? But it is what it is. It's cool, you know. But everybody's privy to this man's, the way he moves, right? He's grimy, very, very grimy. He's the ultimate nigga, okay? And people are starting to see that, okay? And the nigga turn on any and everybody, you know, long as he come out on top, you know? And that's what he's doing. This is Micah 2, from the top, Michael 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. He has everything in which he does, he got everything, man. Esau got the whole world, you know. He set up the borders of these different nations and, he did all that, but it's not enough for him. He's unsatisfiable. He's not satisfied with anything. Okay. He could easily just make a pact with those nations and, and not be that. But no, he wants it all, for himself and nobody else. That's what these nations are going to come to realize, right? That he's really in it for himself. Despite all the help in which he got from these nations, he's going to come after them. He's going to come after his own, right? Because he's the devil and he doesn't know what else to do, right? If all you got is a hammer, every problem becomes a nail, right? So that's what he's gonna continue to do. And these nations are gonna suffer more. And they're gonna come to the realization like, damn, fuck this guy. And this is only building up that animosity towards America. Okay? Because there's no secret that every problem in the world stems back to America. Every last problem, whether it's from in Europe, whether it's from South China Seas, right over there in Taiwan, whether it's in Latin America, whether it's in West Asia or the Middle East, it all goes back to America. So people are they're going to get hip to the idea, and people are realizing it now. All right. All through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem El Shah, because the prophets have been prophesying this, starting off with the apostles and the elders on down, that this would happen. OK, and these nations are waking up. That spell, the staff, right? That wand is being broken. Right. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. See? And that's exactly what he's doing over there in Palestine. Completely obliterated those people's land. And that was their land, or it's not their land, but they was there before those rats, And he came in, in 1948. He kicked them out their houses, moved them to the prospective locations in which you see them now. And now he's coming after those locations, right? All those traditions, all those cultural heritages and all that gone with the press of a button. All right. Whole block gone, obliterated. Bye. Right. That's why people are they see it and they're angered by it. OK. But no, again, nobody cared when it was us, though. All right. So that's why we don't care that it's you. We happy he doing it. All right, because it's on all this that you see, all this turmoil and instability is only working in our favor. All right. So we saying raise it to the foundations thereof. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shem El Shah, behold, against this family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. So this is a snare that Esau laid that he's going to be taking in. He's going to be taking in his own gin, right? In his own deceit. They say, oh, you got too, you got too, your head got too big, right? So he thinks that he's about to go in and, fulfill his desire, right? To, pretty much his desire for complete and utter control, to fulfill his belly, right? But the scriptures say he's going to vomit it all up. All right. This is Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. See, everywhere this man goes, hell follows, right? Literally. OK, he's proud. Can't tell him nothing. He's unreasonable. He's drunk off the wine. Hey, he transgressed by wine. He's drunk off his own philosophy, right? And he got a weapon. He wielding a sword, right? A drunk man with a gun, pretty much, man. That's dangerous. He's not only a danger to himself, but everybody else that's around him. Okay? Who and is as death, and all he brings, everything he touches turns to death and ashes, man. You know, he got the opposite of the Midas touch, right? The Midas touch, everything you touch turns to gold, so to speak. Where everything he touched turns to wormwood, right? And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. And see, so he thinks that he is the Most High. He believes in his heart that he is the Most High. And he's getting, he's so proud to the point where he's openly challenging the Most High, right? You got devils like Noel Harari. Oh, we don't need a God in the clouds. We have the IBM clouds, right? You shall own nothing and be happy. Well, who scriptures say that a man should have his own house, right? That you're entitled to certain things, just being on, like a house, the ability for food and water and, clothes and raiment. Every man should have these things. But no, not Esau. Esau wants you in a pod, not even your own personal pod. He wants you to share a pod with some stranger, some weirdo. All right. He don't even want you to eat real food. He want to make food in a lab to feed to you, just so he could, heap up everything for himself to do nothing with it. OK, he got vaults and caves of gold and different precious stones and material for nothing, just to sit there and look at it while it gathered dust. But the scriptures say that he heaping up these treasures for us. Right. Little did he know. OK, and he Saturday, he may just well obliterate those people over there in Gaza, those Palestinians. He might just do it. And will the world do something? Probably not. It may be some outrage or whatnot. But this isn't, we know that the real battle will be when they decide to go after Iran. So we'll see what happens. But, it's beautiful to see everything progress, right? Because we know where this is headed. And with that, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shah, Shem Rakakudash, Wa Abab Ball, and DTADTN.